Okay, welcome back. It's 2:24. You're watching and listening to Good Afternoon Britain. Now, a rapper accused of glorifying murder in his lyrics has been recalled to prison for breaching his licence conditions. The probation service has now confirmed.
Yes, Jake Fari killed schoolboy Jimmy Mizzen in 2008. He was sentenced to 14 years in prison.
Now, part of the rapper's parole agreement included being barred from entering the Greenwich Borough of London, but in music videos found by the Sun newspaper and watched by his victim's family, Fari, who goes by the alias 10, was filmed in front of Canary Wharf, inside the area he's not allowed into.
Well, you couldn't make it up, could you? But worse than this, worse than being in the area he is forbidden to be in and brazenly filming a music video in that area, here are some of his lyrics and a warning that the following lines might be disturbing to some people watching.
Sharpen up my blade, I've got to keep those necessary. Stay alert and kept it ready, any corner could be deadly.
This is a man who killed a child. More, stuck it on a man and watched him melt like Ben and Jerry's. Those are the lyrics from rapper 10.
OK, well, we're joined now by rapper and drill MC, Drill Minister. Thank you very much, Drill Minister, for coming on. I'm not used to interviewing people wearing balaclava. What's all that about?
It shouldn't have been that different from when you was going through COVID. I'm sure you interviewed people then that had balaclava.
So it's for health reasons?
What's the difference?
Well, I suppose
it's the government's not telling us to wear masks now. It's freedom of choice. You know
no, it's a bit intimidating. That's why I ask. Is it supposed to be intimidating?
No, not at all. It's just this is my freedom of speech. This is the way that I articulate my art. You know, Van Gogh, he cut off his ear. You know what I'm trying to say? Everyone's got their way of artistic expression.
Do you care that I find it intimidating, or you don't really care?
No, that shouldn't be intimidation. It shouldn't be any intimidation. If there's intimidation there, then there's chance for growth. You know what I'm trying to say?
OK, let's...
So we could sit down and have a cup of tea and you just be a nice guy.
Oh, you wouldn't have trouble drinking it.
Hey, listen. Hey, this has got holes, man. Listen, I can eat, I can drink, everything. On the front line.
Well, shall we get on to what drill music is? Because I've been looking at a bit of it. I have to say I'm not a fan. Just put my cards on the table. But it does seem overwhelmingly focused on crime and particular knife crimes, stabbing and murder. Why is there so much of that in drill music?
I think you can thank 10 to 15 years of the Tories for that. There wasn't drill music before the Tories came in power, so you do the math.
Well, drill music started in Chicago and moved over to London.
Yeah, it did move from Chicago.
Were the Tories in Chicago too?
In the UK, not the drill that's in the UK. That's definitely not from Chicago.
OK, so what did the Tories do?
That's Birmingham. That's Sunderland. That's Newcastle. That's Liverpool. That's Manchester. That's the whole country, brother. That's definitely not Chicago.
So the Tories have created drill music rather than the creativity of drill rappers?
If you put austerity, you bail out bankers, you've got people with not able to eat. You got Marcus Rashford feeding our children. Do the math.
The banks were, of course, bailed out by Gordon Brown in 2008 and 2009. But moving on, this is, of course, a concern that people have, that particularly violent criminals who've been convicted, sent to prison and are released from prison, then fall back into this sort of drill music scene where they almost glorify the crimes that they've committed. Do you see how that can be, well, incredibly traumatising for some of the victims of the people who have committed these crimes?
I think any victim in any situation, say someone's house gets robbed, the victim, you're going to have to sympathise. In any situation, you're going to have to sympathise. No one's an animal. No one's heartless that doesn't understand that a mother's going to be grieving over their child, or that a child's been attacked or something's going to happen. Anybody that doesn't think like that isn't human, if you see where I'm trying to come from. No one's non-human. It's a situation where you've got bad environments, you've got things that the country doesn't want to address. We've got problems with two-tier care, Starmer. We've got problems in this country that are not being addressed, and it's easy to point the finger and say, hey, look what's going on over here with these drill rappers. They're the problem, but obviously they're a combination of things. They're a result of things. If people don't say the truth, just like you guys, I guess you're on GB News, you say your version of the truth. People don't say their truth, they're going to explode in other ways. And I would prefer that it's in music and it's not in other ways.
Yeah, I just worry that sometimes it spills over into real life. I mean, if you're rapping about things that have happened and it involves, you know, knife crime, stabbing, whatever else, then...
Let's put it this way. Drill rap is meant to be very, like, shocking, yeah? Look at the children that are going to school today. They're 13, 14, they're going to school today. They're seeing so many Palestinian children blown to bits on their phone every single day. Like, we've become desensitized to like murder and violence. It's like when we really think about it, let's really think about it. We got Lily Phillips, we got all of this prostitution on the TV. Like the country's in the dumps, bro. Like to moan about drill rap when we're glorifying a woman.
I want to talk specifically about drill rap and what it actually is, because I've been reading that there is a common refrain in drill rap lyrics where the names of individuals are replaced with the word shh. And the reason that lyrics do that very often is because those words, those lyrics would be incriminating to, you know, authorities looking at the lyrics because they explain and describe actual crimes that have been committed, people that have been killed, people that have been stabbed. Those names written into the lyrics and commonly replaced with the word shh. That does show, does it not, that drill music is often glorifying violent crimes that have taken place in the real world?
It's happening in the real world every single day, if you see what I'm trying to say. Like, what's killed more people, drill rap or COVID?
Yeah, you're saying it reflects reality. It reflects reality.
Like, the reality of what we're living.
That's what you're saying. I worry that it also glorifies that, makes it cool. Makes it something for younger boys to...
The thing that I fear is the same reason where you got to draw a line. You guys are right. Nobody can be coming out here naming somebody they've murdered. This is mad. This is like, no one's... That's craziness. You know what I'm trying to say? That's mad on anybody's situation. But what we got to realize is that we're living in a country where right now it's a broken Britain. This is a result of it. I'm not saying that drill music is the answer to the broken Britain. I'm not saying that it is the most negative thing of the broken Britain. But once we address the broken Britain part of it first, then we could start moving on to why are these kids into this type of madness? Why is this going on our streets? How can we fix it? What are the solutions? There's a lot of people that are just going to throw aspersion. Everybody wants to cuss. Everybody wants to blame the youth. But they forget they was a youth, stealing from a shop one day or doing a little bit of an asshole behaviour. But this has gone beyond that now. What's happening now...
Not everyone behaves like that, to be fair. But Drill Minister, you put your points across. You put your points across. Rapper and drill MC, Drill Minister, thank you very much. Maybe one day we'll see your face.
Oh, bam!
Well, goodness me, this is Good Afternoon Britain on GB News, and there's plenty more to come on today.